Good evening, judges. Biologically, sex is designed for one main purpose: procreation. Anything else, that's extra. The female reproductive cycle comes around once a month. For a man, it's every day. For each sexual act, the woman's one egg is matched by the man's 120 million sperm cells. Now let's do some calculation. 120 million sperm cells a day, every day, as opposed to one egg a month, every month, means, assuming all the cells are viable, that it will take only 30 men to impregnate all the women in the world. This points to one clear fact: a man is, by nature, polygamous. Monogamy and fidelity are unnatural situations promulgated by religious beliefs and social pressures. Take those away, every man would cheat. It's simply biological. Now let's look at the extra. It's a known fact that women, for the most part, are more emotional than men. So it's natural that after a sexual encounter, she'll be attached. But because a man is visual and logical in nature, there's no emotion involved. For him, it's just a physical release that's got nothing to do with love. A man loves his woman by protecting and providing for her. Period. It's really quite simple. For a man, the physical and the emotional, two separate entities. Thank you.
Olumide.
Yes, sir.
Fascinating argument. You say men have the ability to roam and like some kind of man on the Serengeti. Is there an issue of choice in the matter? Do you accept that?
Of course,
there's
sir.
a level of choice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if there's a level of choice, then you know, the whole issue of society and makeup really boils down to a question of the character of the individual man, not some compelling force against which he cannot resist the temptation to roam, to use your words.
For lack of a better analogy, you can train a dog not to bark, but it will still bark.
Dogs and men.
I'm sorry, for lack of a better analogy, I'm sorry, for lack of a better example.
Not very good. Dogs and men.
It's basic instinct.
Yeah.
It's difficult to ignore.
Are you saying
it's
that,
not impossible to ignore?
Are you saying
but
that
it's
men have not moved beyond instinct? All right, that answer.
Good day, judges. Now, from my understanding of the motion states that it is natural for men to cheat. Now, the statistics that my opponent put forward are statistics that have to do with procreation. Now, cheating is not only a sexual issue. It's also a social issue. Now, if you talk about procreation, it is just having sex. A man can also have sex with his wife at home because he produces sperm cells. Now, but it goes beyond that. The issue about this motion has to do with betrayal, going beyond the bounds of marriage to have sex. Now, a man can fulfill his sexual desires within marriage. It's having sex. Now, there are cases where a man has a particular mistress. He deprives his wife of her sexual rights based on the mandates of marriage, and then maintains a sexual relationship with someone outside, just a single person. Now, from the statistics you put forward, it appears, you appear to be arguing that the sperms that a man produces should mean that all of those sperms represent individual women across the world that he should have sexual intercourse with. But that's a fallacy. Thank you.
Chinedu, you are obviously against the motion and you feel that it should never be tolerated.
Yes, sir.
And I remember Fola Alfawari talking about the other things you said being a natural thing to do. So you were saying that this is an issue which should not be tolerated but should be dealt with.
Yes, sir.
What punitive measures would you suggest?
Okay, already in society there exist certain punitive measures.
No, the ones that you would outside of what the society, what exactly do you think you'd?
Okay, I think that if a man cheats on his wife, that first and foremost, that society should have a strong law that will make the woman be separated from the man for some time, to give him opportunity for sober reflection and introspection. Yeah, society should also deprive the man of certain benefits. For instance, society can suspend his salary or wages for some time to see if he will be responsible enough to respect the sanctity of marriage. You know, that's what.
So what would he what would he feed his family on when you deprive him of his wages or salary?
Yes, because if society separates him from the family, society takes care of the family. So there will be a social security system as a substitute for the time being. It's going to be a temporary measure to reform the man.
I love the world you're living in. Like someone said, it's good to dream.